The concept for the home became Hideout House, which speaks to the client's aspirations to create a more private sanctuary. We think Hideout House is an example of how a small intervention that's thoughtful can have a meaningful impact on a family's life. We're located in a quiet residential street in Brunswick between Sydney Road and Lygon Street. We're adjacent to lots of restaurants and shops, and it's a walkable location to lots of cafes and great amenity. When the clients first came to us, the house was pretty dark and cold. It was really hot in summer, cold in the winter, really drafty like a lot of these old weatherboard houses are. But we were immediately taken with the heritage details, and it had a lot of existing charm. The house had a lot of cellular spaces and a lot of isolated rooms, but no big open space for the family to gather, and with two small kids, that was something they were really after. They were also seeking a greater connection to the landscape because the house was really quite shut down to the garden. Amplifying that connection to the outdoors was really important to them. The clients were keen to build a sustainable house that reflected their values and gave them an opportunity to teach their kids about their impact on the planet. The clients wanted the ability to entertain and have friends and family over, so they wanted a kitchen, dining, and living area that would accommodate a lot of people. The clients were really keen to build only what was required, so to not add more space than they needed. So the extension is modest in footprint, and it keeps the house efficient and low in embodied energy. Upon arrival, there's a landscaped side path, which brings you down a garden pathway into the center of the courtyard. Once you're in the courtyard, you can distinctly see the difference between the old and the new house. The old house being the lightweight weatherboard Victorian house, and the extension being the recycled brick double-story volume. You enter into the center of the plan between those two structures. If you turn to the right, you've got the two kids' bedrooms in the original part of the house, as well as a rumpus room, a laundry room, and a bathroom. To the left is the extension with the open plan kitchen, living, and dining area. Priorities for the kitchen and dining area were to accommodate a lot of people for family functions. So the dining table is built into a bench seat in the corner, and it faces out to the kitchen where you can engage with people cooking. A big priority for the clients was creating outlook from the kitchen, so they wanted a garden space beyond the sink and cooking area so that when they're in the kitchen doing prep work, they have access to light and amenity. Upstairs is the parents' bedroom, walk-in robe, and ensuite. The materials were carefully selected for their sustainability credentials. We used locally recycled red bricks externally, and we left those uncleaned. The concrete slab has 30% recycled fly ash and local bluestone aggregate. The joinery is made from FSC certified, locally sourced foreign ply and Tasmanian oak timber veneer. The bench tops are recycled Australian hardwood timber bench tops in the bathrooms, and in the kitchen they're made from concrete with recycled content. The bathroom floor tiles are locally made Australian terrazzo tiles with recycled aggregate, and the aggregate is made from brick rubble and bluestone rubble. The tapware is made in Australia, and it's raw brass with an organic living finish that will develop a patina over time. A robust materials palette was developed to withstand the demands of active young kids and to age gracefully with time. The extension is 100% carbon neutral in operations, which was achieved by taking out the gas, connecting to 100% certified green power, and adding 6 kilowatts of solar to the roof. The services strategy is for an induction cooktop and an electric hydronic heat pump. Passive thermal performance was considered in the siding and orientation of the building, with openings to the north that are shaded with timber batten screens that allow for the winter sunlight to penetrate deep into the plan, but the hot summer sun to be blocked out and dappled filtered light to come in. The windows are high-performing double-glazed timber windows with fly screens on every window. Crossflow ventilation has been considered, with windows located opposite to each other to create breeze paths. The masonry and concrete materials were chosen to provide thermal mass, the extension, and create a really stable internal temperature. Careful consideration was given to choosing locally sourced and recycled materials to lower the embodied energy of the project. Because we couldn't get access into the walls and roof space of the existing structure to upgrade the insulation, we used a solid core door between the old and the new parts of the building to thermally isolate those two areas from one another so that they can be heated and cooled separately. The water tanks capture rainwater from the roof and plumb them into the toilets for flushing and into the irrigation in the garden. At Breathe, it's important to us to spend time and energy upgrading the existing built environment instead of always starting from scratch. We think this project is a great example of what can be done with the existing embodied energy of a house and making that a really comfortable, beautiful family home.